In this Autonify tutorial, we're going to look at sensitivity classification to identify PII and compliance issues. We are looking at a data source view here for a banking application. We have tracked one schema and 23 tables and 225 columns. And we're going to look particularly at sensitivity in this tutorial. Now, what we have associated to our data source is the data sensitivity agent. And this has been triggered after a scan to go off and scan our data source for any sensitive data across PII, PCI, and healthcare information as well. On the dashboard view, you'll see a sensitivity analysis widget. And this gives us an overview of the sensitivity that has been assigned throughout our data source. Now, there's two ways of viewing this deeper. Either we can click on the agent view or the widget to go in and inspect it, or we can go through the catalog, and what we'll see is that we've got data sensitivity overlaid on top of the attributes in the catalog as we go through. So we'll see here for things like CVV on a card, that's incredibly high sensitivity and it's PCI data. Okay, but if we look at something like customers, what we'll see is that we've got PII data for things like tax IDs, employment status, annual incomes, etc., etc. Now, the view we're going to look at is within the agent view. So we'll click on the data sensitivity agent. And at the top level, we have an overview of the sensitivity that has been tagged here. And we can view these in here and we can click on them to filter the data. But most importantly, if we scroll down here, we'll see each of the individual classifications that have been made. One of the useful things here is to track from high to low on confidence. So we'll see here we have the things we have an incredibly high level of confidence on. If we go from low to high and we start scrolling down here beyond the table classifications, what we'll see is that we've got some tags here that are really a low confidence level. And that's because the AI has no idea what these fields are. We have columns with names like A, V, V, FFF, AF, which it has no idea if that is sensitive data or not. But as we go through, we have a much higher level of sensitivity as we go around. And I think you'll find the description field is quite interesting here. It's picked this out and it said this is free-form text about a transaction. It may contain business context, but not classified by PII directly itself. Okay, so we can go view and we can track these. We can view the highly sensitive data, the low, and this is a nice view to view what has been classified and to view that in detail in this agent. The other view we have here is our review mode, which we can turn on. And this allows us to track between tables, and you'll see those tables listed here. We can accept these if we want to, and we can approve them. But we also have a reject view here. So if I come in and look at something with a low sensitivity, like the account ID, I can hit the disapprove button, and that allows me to provide a new classification. So I can come in here and say the account ID is actually a high sensitivity. It's PII. I can provide a reason, and I can save the correction, and this gets updated with the new classification here. Now, the other interesting thing is this is fed back into the algorithm so that it learns from the classifications we're making as we go through. But there's two views available. There's the view where we can literally go in and inspect the classifications that have been made. But we also have our review mode here where we can go through and we can review the assignments that have been made, and we can view our progress on those reviews as well for the classification. So this is a nice way of keeping the user in the loop as we're going through and the AI is performing its tasks. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like to learn more, visit Autonify.ai.